Here are 5 things I absolutely 100% do not want to see in the Han Solo standalone Star Wars Solo anthology, a Star Wars story solo Han Solo movie. Number 5. I really hope there's no meta lines of dialogue like, always shoot first, kid, or Han has a habit of shooting first, or I always shoot first, or something super dumb like that. And I can see it happening. My cynical side is coming out in this video. I don't like it, whatever. I can totally see something like this happening, and I would sink so deep into my seat I would disappear. If I had to guess, they won't do something like that. That's just too dumb, right? It seems like some unimaginative forum fan fiction nonsense that someone would come up with. Wouldn't it be funny if Woody Harrelson said, always shoot first to Han Solo? Yeah, that would be funny. I'm crossing my fingers they won't do something like that. Praying to Lord Ron Howard. Number 4. I don't want to see any Jedi. I honestly don't really want to hear any mention of the Force. I would love the Han Solo movie to be about the seedy underworld of the Star Wars universe, void of any Jedi. A big fun western in space, gunslingers and outlaws, lawmen and bandits. I mean, Han Solo was a Force skeptic in A New Hope, right? So it would make sense not to have him interact with anything having to do with the Force. But yeah, I would love it if the Han Solo movie stuck to the non-Force side of Star Wars. Number 3. No silly-ass, pointless cameos. No, we do not need to see Greedo in there. No, we do not need to see Boba Fett. No, we do not need to see Ponda Baba. No, we do not need to see little boy Luke. No, we do not need to see cloaked Obi-Wan Kenobi walk by the frame on Tatooine. We do not need any of that. What's the point? Why? I mean, look at Rogue One. Why did Rogue One need Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazan in the movie? Why did the camera have to sweep down and briefly focus right on R2-D2 and C-3PO for a cameo? Why? I mean, I know why. Because a good percentage of the audience eats that shit up. That's C-3PO. I know who C-3PO is. I think that kind of stuff is distracting. It's Star Wars whack-a-mole. So leave that kind of stuff out of the movie. There's a big old galaxy to explore in Star Wars. Not every already established character needs to be ham-fisted into the movie. The only returning characters I want to see are Han, Lando, and Chewie. Number 2. I don't want to see where Han Solo got his blaster. I don't want to know where he got his belt, or his vest, or his boots, or the Corellian blood stripes. I can see the movie making a big deal out of an item Han Solo has because we, the audience, make a big deal about it, which I don't think ever should be the case. Just because the audience thinks something is a big deal doesn't mean it needs to have an extensive backstory or reason for its existence. Doesn't mean it's important in the story of the film. How did Han Solo get his DL-44? Who cares? They gave him a neat-looking laser pistol in A New Hope because it looked cool. How did Han Solo get his vest? Who cares? It looked neat and it carried things. Leave some stuff to mystery. Not every tiny thing floating in the Star Wars ether needs to be explained. Hey, how did you get that cool sweater you're wearing? I bought it from Target. Epic! Number 1. I don't want to see the KESSEL run. I know a lot of people seem to want the KESSEL run to be a big part of the film, but for me, I'd rather it be left out. I don't want the movie to have to rely on nostalgia or single lines of dialogue from past films. And I know, not relying on nostalgia, Greedo? It's a Han Solo movie. It starts by relying on nostalgia. I get it. But I want a completely unique story. A completely unique premise that stands on its own 2 feet. Not everything that the audience finds important an epic is necessarily important and epic in the movie's universe. If movies and stories lean so heavily on fan service, you hit a choke point, a bottleneck, and stories begin to feel stagnant and unimaginative. With all that being said, I'm hopeful that the Han Solo film will take some risks with the character. I'm hopeful that it won't rely too heavily on what fans want or want to know. I'm hopeful that it will be unique, fun, and overall a good time. HelloGreedo, out.